Good Saturday morning, SWTOR. We are back for another week of Extra Life Star Wars The Old Republic. We've been playing The Old Republic a lot this week, going through the Feast of Prosperity. But today is our Extra Life Day. So if you're not familiar with Extra Life is a charitable organization, raises money for the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals, and you can donate. I'll throw a link if I can type it correctly. There we go. Link in the chat, description down below. And you can donate to a great cause. Help change kids' health. Sick kids and their families at the Children's Miracle Network hospitals can always use your help. What's on the agenda for today? We are going to check out the world bosses, see if any groups are doing the world bosses. We do need to get one more set of weeklies for Dominatus here. So let's go ahead and head that direction. And then we're going to hit on some Galactic seasons. That's the plan for our normal Saturday morning stream. And then time permitting, we will also probably do some bounties. This Galactic seasons event is also linked to the bounty event, so it's running the whole time. I believe through like February. It's still, they extended it a while back, and yeah, there's still 128 days left in the event. So plenty of time there. If you haven't joined us all week, I started streaming every night just as an experiment, non-Extra Life related. And so we've gone through most of the Feast of Prosperity. We've done everything. And I have never done this event before. So we started from scratch on Tuesday. We had 0 achievements, nothing. And so far we've been able to knock out a good portion of them. You can see we're still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 short of doing them all. These two are just weekly story arcs, so I think that takes 3 weeks to get through. As far as our dailies go, we are missing 1 Cantina Rush and 8 world bosses. So we'll see if we can pump through some of the world bosses today. Looks like we're going back to Hoth. So that gets you a collection mission. This gets you the world boss mission. And let's check our currency. Make sure we don't overrun our currency limit. Yeah, we're at 2,000 because one of these, the weekly to do weeklies. Ingredient acquisition. Yeah, this one I think gives you 2,500. So okay, I think we're okay. All right, so the world boss mission. So far this week has been rotating between Belsavis and Hoth. And basically you just have to go out and kill the world boss. Now, that is not a soloable endeavor. At least I don't think you could solo it. Maybe if you had enough time, if you were a healer, you might be able to. Hey, the Stream Elements bot is running. Thanks, Stream Elements. But anyway, your companions go into a terrified state, so they're no use to you. So yeah, soloing it would be difficult. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab the Brig Stomper's quest here. And we're just going to use that to travel. Because we need to go out here. We still probably should go back in there and open up our map. Alright, so that puts us right at the entrance there. We'll clear up our mission log here in a second, but let's go ahead and get back there just in case the fight's already started. Now, I don't know how Saturday morning's going to go. At least playing at night, there's been groups out here doing this content. I don't see people and or a world boss, so that could mean that it just got killed. Alright, we'll do the collection mission here. Because if nothing else, that will finish our weeklies. And we can do the world boss next week or at night or whenever groups tend to spawn. Hope everybody's had a great week this week. If I haven't seen you since last week. Alright, so that's the collection mission. So we can go back and turn that in. And that'll pop a couple of these weeklies. But yeah, he should be walking around right here. And the fact that there's no people here and no world boss makes me think that he might have just recently been killed. Okay. So we'll go ahead and clean up our mission log here. So I just use these two for travel, so we're not going to actually complete the missions. Alright, well I think the first thing we'll go ahead and do, just because I want to take advantage of any groups that do participate in the world boss, is we'll move our characters out here. So I've got 4 that I've been doing the feast on. Most of the things are dailies per character, so you can do, I guess, as many characters if you want. I suppose up to the server limit, so I guess if you had 100 characters, you could theoretically do it 100 times a day. I think there'd be enough time. You can get through it in about 20 minutes. What would be the math on that? Let's see. 20 minutes times 100 characters. Actually, let's do 30 minutes because you have some downtime between. Yeah, that's not doable. It's 50 hours. Okay, I stand corrected. Can't do 100 characters a day. That would be insane anyway. So what I've been doing is grabbing my 4, 2 Jedi Knights, 2 Sith Warriors, and running through the world bosses and all of the dailies on them pretty much every day. Haven't been perfect. I didn't get world bosses on the first day. I actually didn't think I would be able to do the world bosses, but the spawns have been pretty good and people have been doing a lot of them. Alright, so same thing here. We'll grab that. That's our ice crystals. This is the world boss. And then we travel to Hoth. But yeah, you can see, I mean, even this morning, there's plenty of people about doing some of the quests. So. Out to Hoth we go. If you didn't catch it, I think on Thursday I went through Eric Musco's video on the 7.6 changes that they're making. So 7.6 is bringing the next part of the story arc, the Legacy of the Sith story arc. It's also bringing the Hidden Chain, and I think they're calling them Dynamic Encounters. Dynamic Encounters are coming to Hoth and Tatooine, and then Hidden Chain I think is going to be galaxy-wide. Supposed to go up on Test Center. They said they're going to do a live stream to give us more information in November, which makes me think that the Test Center will probably also be in November. My gut says they'll do that live stream, and at the end or during that live stream, okay, the boss is up. There's somebody here. During the live stream, they'll be like, and this Friday we're going to open up the test center so you can try it out. So my plan is to play on the test center and stream that. So I want to see what happens if you stand on the crystal. Yep, you fall down. Well, there you go. It shouldn't have been surprising, but test center is always interesting, though. I think as long as it's soloable content, I can do pretty much anything that needs to happen on test center. Depends on what they want us to test, but if we're just testing the encounters and stuff like that, sometimes they don't actually put the story bits up on test center for spoiler reasons, but they do often put up the content so you can play it, or they'll sometimes even strip away the story but let you play the encounters. Alright, what do we got? 1, 2, 3. I make 4. That's not quite enough people. 8 to 10 is probably what we need to do this. So let's move another character. But actually, it looks to be a pretty cool system of adding content. I mentioned this. I didn't. We paused the video, went through the whole video, talked through all the little pieces. But one of my takeaways is it gives them the ability to add these interactive bits in areas that are already built, right? So they don't have to build a whole new planet to add content. They can add it to existing planets and stuff like that. And that part sounds pretty cool to me. Don't know if it's going to be in the Ventures system. They didn't show that interface element. But it seems similar. Now, I don't know if also, they gave pretty limited information. Not sure if there's going to be a broader arc, or if these are just go and do them and that's it. If it's like the Bessie Venture system, you do things, daily, weekly, whatever, and it contributes towards a larger progression goal. I think they did a pretty good job with that. The Bessie Venture, you could only take her out for an hour at a time, but you could do that like 20 times a week or something like that. But I found in general, I could get everything that needed to get done. I would cap out whatever weekly progress I was making in between 1 and 2 hours. I don't know if any week I ever went above 3. So it was paced and scaled for you to work on it, but not binge through it, right? Not like, oh, here's some new piece of content, so I'm going to play it for 10 straight hours, get it all done, and now I'm going to wait for months. So I think it was like there were 11 levels. It must have been a 9 to 11, 9 to 12 week adventure. I'd have to go back and look at when we started doing it for the first time. Okay, unfortunately on the pub side, there's not really a heroic that's close to where we need to go. I think the closest one is here, and so we might as well just use our quick travel. I suppose if you wanted to save some money, you could use the heroic, but I'm not too worried about a few thousand credits. This is a much longer haul, though. You'll find this, the way the Hoth is built out is, if you look at the overall map, which evidently I can't do while I'm moving, the Republic is kind of on the north side, the Empire is kind of on the south side, as far as the original story missions and stuff like that go. Alright, then if world bosses aren't popping, we'll jump over and start doing Galactic Seasons. Also thought about, just because we've done one-offs, but we might run some bounties. Pretend we're a bounty hunter, since the bounty hunter event is also going on. The bounty event usually is a week-long event. It's in the rotation. You know, you've got Gree, you've got Ragghouls, you've got the bounty event. What else do they rotate into that? What am I forgetting? Oh, you've got the Dantooine event. Feels like there's another one. I can't remember. But they go on for a week and then cycle out. Then you got your seasonal events, which there are now 4 of. If we start at the beginning of the year, the way it's supposed to flow, you've got the the Spring Abundance Festival. They just added that this year, so that's new. Then late summer, you've got the Feast of Prosperity. And then winter is your Life Day event. You get to throw snowballs at overheated droids. So yeah, it's like, you can see how much longer this took. Even if you didn't use the quick travel, there's an Imperial post right there. So that travel is much quicker. Avoid the spawn. Where did the guy on his monocycle go? Did we get a huge lead on him? Did he go up into the crystals? Might have. Alright, boss is still up. More people are here. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish. Now if it starts, we're going to jump over to Dominatus because he still needs to complete this as a weekly. I'm done with 3 of my 4 characters. Okay, thank you. I've run it on all 4 for 3 days, but on Dominatus I forgot to pick up the weeklies before I did it. I got all excited and just went and ran the mission and didn't do the weekly. So I got it later, which means I'm 1 behind, just on the weekly tally, which isn't a big deal. Alright, we got 1 person running around over there. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe. Can't get through back there. No, there's only 2 up here. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it looks like 5. Alright. People are asking about it, so hopefully a group's going to kind of form up here. So, if groups are forming and it's going relatively quick, again, it might be a little early in the day for players, although I was hoping that being the first weekend of the event, there would be more people participating, but we've had pretty good luck throughout the week. I don't think we've had to wait more than 5-10 minutes for any of these. Oops. Go to Narshada first. So the things we have left to do for Feast of Prosperity. We've got 1 achievement that we'll get today. I think it's a Cantina Rush one. And then we'll have all of those. We've got 2 hidden achievements, which I know how to do. I think we just have to wait out the spawns because they're like you have to participate in like 5 different of this or do 25 of those or things like that. Oh, here, this is... Oh, cool. Okay, this is good info. Hold on. We're going to take advantage of this. So somebody posted one of the hidden achievements, and I can't track this information because it's hidden. but if somebody else posts the mission and you click on it, you can see where you're at, right? So this is theoretically hidden information, but now I can document this. So, okay, spices added. I've done 42. I'm going to put that down. Cantina Rush. I've done 22. And Mastered Cooking Missions. I've only done 13. That doesn't seem right. Added an unconscionable amount of black hole pepper to dishes during normal Feast of Prosperity cooking missions and became a master of Bog's Bounty Banquet Hall by completing hard mode cooking and Cantina Rush missions. Yeah, I would have thought it would have been the other way, because the cooking one's way easier. Alright, cool. That was a fortunate thing. Alright, well, at least I've got them now written down. Thank you. Oh, you guys couldn't see my chat, but so up here in the chat, Kilger, thank you, Kilger. I doubt you're watching. Posted it so that I could get my information. All right. To no one's big surprise, we're going back to Hoth. Park another character out there. Okay, so that's one of 2 hidden missions, or hidden achievements that we're working on. The other one, I think, will just come with time. You have to get the cooking missions, and there's 5. Let me look. Yeah, there's 5 named ones. Psych Belly, Exotic Melody, Glow Shroom Stew, Spicy Nexu, and Ultimate Galactic Sampler. And then you have to go in and then immediately leave. I have no idea if I'm doing it correctly. Hopefully at some point somebody will also post that one, and I'll be able to see if I've actually checked off any of those or not. Suppose I just need to hang out on Nar Shaddaa one day and just watch the chat. See if somebody posts it for me. Alright, here we go again. Across the wide, wonderful white plains of Hoth. Not one of people's favorite planets. I think because of this, the brightness and the whiteness. Along with the blue interface, which kind of is part of it, as well as oftentimes the things you have to click on glow in this bluish color as well, which just makes it a little bit annoying. Can't say I mind it, although I would probably say it's not my favorite planet. But it is iconic. It is Hoth. Alright, while we're traveling, we'll do a couple shout outs to our donors so far. We've raised $605. We are coming up on game day, first weekend in November, so I believe November 2nd. We'll be doing a 24-hour stream, trying to get our numbers up during that. So thanks to our last 5 donors for their contributions to the cause. Very much appreciated. Our top donor, Darth Hinton. I think he's actually our top donor twice, so if you're watching, thank you. You've donated on multiple accounts, so I think you have like maybe the top 2 slots between the 2 accounts. So definitely the top donor if you add them together, but even just on a single account, you're our top donor as well. Also, thank you to everybody who has supported the channel. We are growing at a decent pace. We crossed our 1,000 subs goal. So we are officially in that club, although it hasn't made really that big of a difference. But we do thank you all for your support. It is very much appreciated. And then if you do want to donate, you can find both the link and the QR code there. It'll take you to my profile page. You can donate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Doesn't have to be while I'm streaming. Although it's always fun if you donate while streaming, because we get to see it come in. Alright, he's still up, which means he hasn't been killed yet. So this group is forming up slowly. But there's a lot of chatter now going on in the chat, so... Collect ourselves some ice crystals. Get that mission done. And we'll go park another character. And hopefully, what do we got? You got one person running around there. One. Yeah, so you're starting to see people. One, two, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's a group forming up there too. See how they're all starting to stack up on top of each other? That usually means a summons. You can summon your group to your location if you have a guild chip and the ability to do it. So that can mean usually means a group is going to show up. So let's get back to Dominatus, because he's the one that needs it the most. I'd like to knock out all 4, because that would get us up to 16 of the 20 that we need for the achievement, but we have 3.5 more weeks to get the 8 that we need, so I'm not too worried about it. But I would like to get this weekly done. So that would be nice. So we'll see. We'll see how fast the groups reform. I know during the week at night, I've had a couple of times where even just cycling my characters, I get one back here, like I was doing today where I was running them out. Yeah, this is about to start. And they would have already killed it between the time that I got through one fight and another one. Alright, so we want to make sure that we stay behind the boss. Oh, let's pull out Bessie. Now, while we can't use our companion, we can use our heroic moment, which will self-heal us. Alright, so whoever's tanking, you want them on one side. And we stay behind the boss, because if you stay behind the boss, if he has any frontal attack that's an area attack, you won't get hit by it. You can see how many people all of a sudden showed up, so I think a group showed up, summoned in, and then started the encounter. The nice part is as long as you participate, you still get credit for it. You don't have to be in the group. Look at everybody scatter about. Everybody gets close together. Oh, I think there is a mechanic for this, actually. Can't find it. I think you take less damage. Okay, some memories are starting to come back. You take less damage if you huddle together for heat. I think that's how the mechanic works. It's been a long time since I regularly did the mini bosses. There's another thing I kind of like about events is they give you an excuse to do content that maybe you haven't done in a while. Like Snowblind has probably died more times here recently than in recent history. Alright, we're okay there. Alright, people are scattering. I'm going to guess this group should break up. Let's go ahead and put ourselves up on our stronghold. Oh, the guild did something. I think we reached some kind of a limit on something. Did we level? Must have leveled the guild. It wouldn't be a level limit. It would be a guild commendations limit. Alright, so we must have leveled. Yep, 65. Okay. Just in case there is a group that's going to want to go out there and farm the boss, which does happen on occasion, we'll jump back out and just see if another group is already forming up, because if these get rolling and we can just pop all 4 in a row, we'll do that. Otherwise, we'll go back to Dominatus, start turning stuff in, and then move on to Galactic Seasons. And then later on in the day I can... Yeah, so you can see that basically that group formed up, got the world boss kill, and now it's pretty much an abandoned area. A few people are getting their crystals, so you see them running around. But see, there you go, you got one person. Don't know if that person running around is already done, or if they are... Yeah, there's a person standing down there. So okay, the next queue is kind of starting up, right? Where people are kind of forming up. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We'll jump back to Dominatus, take him up to Nar Shaddaa, turn in our missions. I think we need to run one. Is it a Cantina Rush mission? I need one more for one of the achievements. We'll knock that achievement out, and then we'll come back and we'll check the world boss again. Alright. Quick travel our way up to Nar Shaddaa here. If you have a stronghold on a planet, you can always exit to that planet. So it's nice if you have a Nar Shaddaa stronghold. This event is on Nar Shaddaa. This is one of the areas that you can do the Life Day droid event. I think you can also do it on the home planets. I know you can do it on Coruscant, so I'm going to guess you can also do it on Dromund Kaas. I don't know if there's other planets you can do it on. I've always just done it on Nar Shaddaa. Alright, back on Nar Shaddaa we go. Alright, somebody just put out a last call for the world boss. So let's turn this in real quick, and then we will bounce back out there, because if there's a ops group forming up, what that will mean is they're all going to show up and just kill it. Alright, that has to have filled up our token totals there. That was a lot. What do we have? Yeah, 7,000. We also popped a lot of conquest there. Yeah, 430,000 conquest. Lots of conquest available for this event. Okay, the other thing we want to check here. Like I said, I think it's this one. Yeah, Cantina Rush. So we need to finish that. That one's done. That one, not going to get today. I mean, I could. I've got so many characters, I could just keep doing world boss fights, but it's going to naturally happen, so. Alright, we'll leave Dom here. Actually, let's get the... We'll do the easy Cantina Rush mission, which will be here. Alright. I was just going to do the Cantina Rush mission, but like I said, I saw in chat somebody's like last call for a world boss, which means if they've got an ops group formed up, they're going to send somebody out and then summon the whole group, and it's going to go pretty quick. So let's get back out here and see if we can tag on to that. Because the last call feels like they've got a big enough group to do it. You don't put it on a last call if it's just 2 people. In my opinion, allegedly. Cover ourselves legally. Yep, looks like the fight's happening. Yep, see how they're all huddled together for warmth? So just started. We'll also pop our heroic one here. I am a tank on this character, so I could theoretically pull aggro. Shouldn't. I'm not going to taunt or do anything like the world boss has a knockback, so the tank's over there taking the heat, right? And then when he gets knocked back, the boss just gets a little bit farther away. And so all the melee characters, you can see all of this group here, all have to move forward just to... Okay, so where is the Hunter's Boon? I don't see the debuff. Yeah, I think you take damage, but if you group up, then you stay warm because of all the light. Tank's actually doing something. Well, I was going to say I thought was smart. Where they were going to put their back against a pillar or something so they don't get knocked back. But then they just started moving about, so not sure. Alright, world boss is done. We collected our crystals already, correct? Yep. Alright, let's go turn this stuff in. Because you don't get the achievement until you turn in the quest itself, so... Out of habit, I was just going to run up to my GTN terminal, but we don't need to do that. We just need to go up to the planet, or wouldn't be up. We're on the planet. Our stronghold's on the planet, so we're not going down to the planet. It's not like we're on a space station. Go to the promenade, I guess, is technically... I'm not 100% sure where on the planet our stronghold is actually located. I think people have figured it out, or at least speculated, but can't say I remember. Alright, so you see I've already completed the weeklies here, so this is just a turn in. Alright, and I'm going to leave him here. I don't think I'm going to run, at least on stream, I don't think we're going to grind out more of the Cantina missions. We'll see. We might do them once on Dom. That way, if you haven't watched my Feast of Prosperity series, you can actually see them. But I think we're going to move on to Galactic Seasons, and again, depending on how the world boss spawns happen. If we keep getting world boss groups, we'll do that. So I think we'll run this Cantina rush, and then we'll jump back over to one of our Republic characters. That way we can get hopefully another world boss, and then we'll see where things stand after that. You can definitely tell there's lots of people on the planet, though. The load up times are definitely delayed based off of the things. You can even see it when we travel to the planet and spawn in. You can just see the time it takes for all the stuff to spawn. Loading up like this, I think it's waiting for all that stuff to spawn in and all the people. Alright, let's go ahead and jump in here. So this one is a food server mission. There's 2 levels of it. This one you have to do 25. You can't screw up or let 5 tables not get their food. So really it's essentially a matching game. If you look at the backgrounds, you know, this has a red background. That's the core slug. This is the snarler. Another snarler. And you've got the vegetarian platter there. And you got the hut breakfast. And we'll get some soup. That one's the soup. I mostly just look at the color. Although I have done it enough times now that I think I can name them. So that one's the hut breakfast. That one's the veggie. The more things you're carrying, the slower you go. So the 2 to 3 is kind of the sweet spot in speed. Alright, we need a snarler and a soup and a core slug. Honey glazed, I believe it says. Honey glazed core slug. The soup model is actually pretty cool looking. I like that one. That's not too bad. Alright, purple and yellow. Purple, yellow. Another purple. Let's see what this one looks like. Not bad. The vegetarian. There you go. Alright, yellow, purple. And what? Another purple. So you can see there's a timer going on. There's Jawas there. People are very happy in this restaurant to get their food. One of my disappointments, there's not a lot, is that when you serve the Jawas, they cheer like normal people. I think it would have been such a cool touch to have the cheers come out in like Jawa language, high squeaky type of thing. So what do we need? We need a yellow for the Jawas. Evidently vegetarian Jawas. I suppose you don't have to be a vegetarian to eat vegetarian food. So here, so it's just a standard sound. So missed opportunity. What are we at? Oh, 23. So 2 blues will finish this up for us. And this should pop the achievement. There it is. Alright, so that I think clears everything but our world boss achievement in here. So we're 20 short, which is sitting right there. So we got all the daily achievements essentially done. We'll wrap the world boss up in the next couple days. Those will happen with story. This one is just everything combined. So we got the 2 story missions. We've got the world boss mission, world boss ingredient connoisseur, world boss ingredient connoisseur. What did you put in this? That's the one that we saw. Complete the challenge, add the pepper and stuff like that. And then these 2 are the story. So the other hidden mission must not be as part of the thing. Can you click on these? It'd be so nice if you could click on these, because then you could track your progress. But okay, what did we get? Feast prosperity. Yeah, so that wraps up that. So, all right, let's see what the cooking mission is for today. Spicy Nexu Supreme. What do we need? Spicy Nexu Tongue Mission. Exotic Melody. I think we've already got this one. But we'll take a look at these as well. So the cooking ones are a lot quicker. I think I timed it in one of the streams. You can get through all 4 of these dailies in about 20 minutes. Alright, so we want to immediately leave just to make sure we check that off the list. And it's like the hard version of the delivery mission that we just did is like 10 minutes. And then the other 3, these are like 1 or 2 minutes. They're not too bad. Alright, so basically it's just follow the steps, right? Get the root, add that to the grill, get a Vel slug. So on the easy version, it tells you the exact thing that you need. On the hard version, it kind of just tells you find something slimy or find something starchy. So it's a little harder, but not really. Like this one says ice crystals. Now if you look at my tooltip there where it says exotic glow shrooms, and then if I go to the ice crystals, you can see the white text shows up. Even in the hard mode, that shows you which one that you need. Alright, and I think these count. So we're going to put on pepper 3 times. And then I'm going to update my spreadsheet. So if that is correct, I only need to do that 30 more times. 30 more peppers. So that's it on the cooking missions. So let's do the hard cooking mission. You can only grab one at a time. You can't grab both cooking missions. So. Spicy Nexu Supreme. It also might be that the leave the kitchen other ones I need, they'll spawn different ones each week. Because there is one called Left the Kitchen During the Challenge Spicy Nexu Tongue Mission. So I don't know if the Nexu Tongue and Nexu Supreme are the same or if it's a different one. But we'll leave just to be sure. Alright, so this one works essentially the same way. You follow the instructions. So here you say it says find something starchy. So if I find this starchy, you can see that the white text shows up. So I know I've got the right one. If you click on the wrong thing, it'll just tell you wrong ingredient. What did it say? Find something creamy. Which one is that one? I think it's over here. There we go. It'll just tell you wrong ingredients. And you can just keep clicking until you find it. So. I do like that you can throw food at your targets. Acidic is the vinegar, I believe. There we go. Now on this one, it tells us what we have to add. If you add the wrong thing, it just doesn't give you credit. So we get 2 spicies and 1 hearty. Update 2 more, so we're at 47 of 75. Alright, complete challenge cooking missions, so that should give us 1 there. So that should put us at 14. Alright, then we'll do the hard mode Cantina Rush. But before we do that, we'll go out and check on our world boss situation. So we still have 2 Republic characters out there. We've waited enough time that we might have missed a group by now. We've been up here long enough, but we will see here. Let's grab Decoranium. So we're at 22 hard Cantina Rush, according to that click we did. If I do that 3 times, it'd be nice if that would show up so I could then track it, but I don't think it's going to show up until we complete all the steps. But if you can complete 1 of them, it might. Alright, there is a pretty good group here. Alright, so we'll hang here. Again, when they're all stacked up like that, that often means that someone summoned it in. Looks like there's been a recent attack. So yeah, the spawn and group flow has actually been pretty good. So we should be able to knock out all 4 today. How many actual players are in there? It's kind of hard to tell. Alright, well, while we're waiting, we'll clean up our mission log here a little bit. Just remove that because we used it to travel. I haven't gone back and explored this area on this character either. Actually, he hasn't seen a lot of Hoth. It appears we have started. Okay, so you can see we're taking damage, 120. We come over here in the group, and it's still ticking off at 120, so I don't know. Okay, so our companion is sitting over there terrified and unable to act. So you can't use your companion. Lots of people, lots of debuffs, lots of crazy. Alright, went down to nope. We will always want to kind of stay behind the boss. We mentioned that before. Alright, another one down. We are out of here. So again, we pop up to our stronghold. That way we can just travel down to the planet. If you use the map, you'll go to the starport, and you have to run through the starport because you can't quick travel out of the starport. That is a change that I wish they would make. Actually, I don't want any of those things. There we go. I think it exists because there's a lot of, if you're playing through the original story, if you quick travel out of the starport, you'll miss triggers and things that make the story work. So I think that's why it's set up that way, but I might be wrong. So you can see just the slowness of the load in. But also you'll notice two things are going to happen. We're going to mount up on our speeder as soon as we get on planet. And you'll see it'll just take a minute for that to load in. There it is. And then as we approach the group up here, you're going to see all the mission terminals take a second. They're all right here to load in. So it's just stressing the engine, I think. Alright, knocked that one done. Again, we're just going to leave this guy here in case later on I want to run some more missions on him. Yeah, we're still below 8,000. Alright, let's do the hard mode Cantina Rush, because that should give me then 23 of those. And then we'll check in on Palan for the 4th world boss of the day. And then we'll go over to Galactic Seasons and or Bounties. If you have a preference, you'd rather see one or the other, feel free to throw it in the chat. Always happy to adjust what I do for what you guys want to see. Okay, so this works the same as the easy mode. The difference is you have to do 4 courses. So it's 25 for the first. So the first one's basically the same as the mission we already did. And then it goes down to, I think, 20 for the second one. And then like 18 and 15. So less serves per, we'll call it level. But other than that, it's pretty much the same. This is one where adding some slightly different game modes, I think, could improve this one a little bit. But it gets a little monotonous. Alright, that one's far away, so we'll wait for something else. That way we can get to... I grabbed the wrong thing anyway, but that worked out, strangely enough. I don't know if these countdowns go any faster in hard mode. Doesn't feel like it. Alright, so for every meal you pick up, you go slower. So if you wait to get all 4, you'll be pretty slow. 2 to 3 seems to be a nice sweet spot. You can deliver multiple things on your way out, but you're also not moving slow. I'm gonna wait for a 3rd. So you can see how quick we're moving, and then we'll pick up speed. We'll pick up speed. And now we're moving at a pretty decent clip. Just like normal character, you'll move slower backwards, right? So you don't want to back up. You'll still move faster going forwards. There we go. Alright, green and green. You do have to wait for these to respawn. If you have two of the same color, that's pretty quick. So there's two ways, I believe, to kick off a failure. Deliver the wrong food or let the timer run out. A lot of doubling up on this round. And for this first round, you can do 5 mistakes. I like it when they're in those close tables. If you do pick up the wrong thing, you can just put it in these waste bins. I sometimes will just carry it around and hope that it spawns. But again, it will slow you down, so might not want to do that for too long. Alright, so that's the first course. So now you see that went down to 20. That's still at 5. Alright, starting to see some snowblind calls go out. Obviously we're not going to leave this to do it, but alright, so when they're far away like this, try to grab 3. Because if we're going to travel all the way over here anyway, might as well get as many as we can. Red and green. Christmassy. Yellow. Alright, we got blue and yellow. And whatever just spawned. Purple. We're coming fast and furious now. Red and blue. And what? Yellow. Grab the wrong one. Alright, so we're just going to hold on to that for right now. And hope we get a little lucky. So right now we have an extra purple. Okay, we need 3 reds. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and ditch this in the waste bin. Because if I just hold on to that, it's going to slow us down. And also take up a slot. Alright, course 3. So down to 18 and only 4 mistakes that we can make now. Purple and yellow, purple and yellow, purple and yellow. Little glazed chlor slug for the couple over here. Enjoy. Got some soup and some snarler. Oh, let's grab our core slug as well. There we go. Enjoy your soup. Enjoy your honey glazed course leg. Purple and blue. So if we drop that first one off, then we pick up speed for the longer runs back in here. Get that one since it's going to go first. Purple and red. Another purple. Let's go ahead and grab that too. We'll make a big pass through the dining area here. Got a red over there. Red and yellow. And blue. Red, yellow, blue. That'll be enough to end this course. Nice work, my little droid friend. Alright, last round. Red. That's close. We're just going to go deliver that one. Blue, same thing. This kind of front row, you can get out and back as they spawn. The ones that are farther away, I tend to try to grab more than one. That way we can maximize our travel time a little bit. So we're not spending extra time going back and forth. Even though we're slower, but because we're carrying multiple dishes, you get kind of the advantage there. I need a red and a yellow. And whatever that one is. Green. And a purple. Purple, yellow, red, red, blue. There we go. Another one down. So that's pretty much, outside of the story arcs, that's the four dailies you can do. The world boss, and so the 2 ingredients, the 2 cooking, and the 2 deliveries. So it should mean there's nothing left there and nothing left there. So that is it for what is available. And again, you can do what I just did on every character that you have if you want, within time limits and reasons. Alright, so now let's go check. See if we can pick up our last world boss. That would be great, because then that would put us at 16. And then we're just one day away, probably tomorrow, from knocking that achievement out. Then it's just story missions and the 2 hidden ones, secret achievements. We did get one secret achievement called Food Fight. That one's pretty easy. To do that one when you're doing the cooking mission, if you just jump over the counter when you have an ingredient and throw it at a person or at a table, you start a food fight and get the achievement. So that one was really easy. Alright, what do we have? We got one person driving around. 1, 2, 3. looks like a kill has happened relatively recently, so we might have missed a round. Like I said, they can go pretty quick. Let's get Bessie out. Clean up our mission log here. Alright, so the Ice Cat Whisker is the world boss, and then this is the crystals that we just collected. So, alright, let's hold here for a little bit and see if we can get a last group. But again, let's go through our couple of different sets of achievements. So that's our hidden achievement, food fight. Story we're not going to worry about. Knocked everything out here but the world bosses. And so that event is pretty much done. As far as events go, we've gone from 0 to 48%. That seems low. I guess there's a lot sitting up here. The 2 hidden ones. So yeah, makes sense. Okay, so you've got Life Day, Narshada event. I think these are 2017. Yeah, I think that was something that gave you items for playing on Test Center, if I remember right. Life Day, I think the only thing I'm missing is hugging 1,500 Wookiees, which is insane. We've got everything else there. This one I'm only missing one hidden achievement that was broken. The Bounty Hunter stuff we're done with. This one we're going to knock out next couple weeks here. We're missing 1 boss there and 2 bosses there. Pirate Incursion. What am I missing here? Complete daily missions. Complete heroic missions. I used to be able to solo these. I don't know if I still can. Yeah, I just haven't done the weekly enough times. And PvP. 400 enemy players. Well, you can definitely see that I've played this way more on the pub side. I've killed 370 Imperial forces, but 0 Republic forces. So that's a grindable thing there. So that's the one we're on right now. This is another event. Next time it comes around, I'll spend some time doing it. It's just one that I just never got into. I might have done a race. Trying to find if there's any of these that I actually even have any progress on. Yeah, I don't see any. So that's one we should probably pick up on. This one is mostly done. Got a few little pets I should probably do. This one I didn't spend a lot of time doing Gree. Okay, so that's that. We checked on... So this is the Galactic Season 6, so we are 78 levels in, and we have completed 48 objectives. And again, we still have like 100 and some days to do this one. Same thing here. This one is just complete that, and we'll knock that one out. I think the only thing I missed is this one on the very first one because I wasn't paying attention. Everything else I think I've finished on the Galactic Seasons. Alright, what are we looking at? 1, 2, 3. People aren't showing up quite as fast as I had hoped. 1, 2, 3, 4. You never know when a group's just going to pop in. Alright, we'll give it just a little bit more time, and then if not, we'll move on to something else. Oh, somebody attacked it, I think. That was optimistic. I don't know what that person's thinking. Because this is not quite enough to to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 of us here. I would prefer 8 to 10. And even then, it's going to be potentially difficult. 12 to 20 would be more comfortable. Quiet. It's too quiet. Except for him stomping around out there. Oh, there's another person showed up. They appear to be going after these ice crystals. But if they've got both missions, like I usually grab those first if the fight's not taking place, and then come back and see if anybody else is going to fight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Person running around would be 6. I don't know what happened to that person who just shot it and died. They might still be standing back there somewhere. Alright, so on this character, I've explored the whole map, so nothing missing here. Don't see a lot of chat happening though, or anybody recruiting. Yep, so I think that's one of the people who was collecting the crystals. So they're doing the same thing. They run over here. Now they're waiting with the rest of us. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I mean, if we were actually in a group all together and had the right composition, could probably pull this off, but I don't even think we're probably all. Yeah, there's a Republic, an Imperial, an Imperial. Imperial. Yeah, one Republic character, so they couldn't join our group anyway. I would think later in the day there'd be more people wanting to do it. It's actually kind of cool. You can see the individual shadows of the people. Little details. Must be the little tauntaun there, making all the racket. Snowblind. Look at other people's achievements. Oh, it doesn't give their total. Are those theirs or mine? 16%. No, that's theirs. Because I think I'm 100% in Fallen. No, I'm not 100% on Eternal. Let's find something I know I'm 100% in. Yeah, I'm 100% in Space. I'm 100% in Galactic Starfighter. Okay, yeah, that's definitely their stats. Can also... Well, I thought you used to be able to... Are they Imperial? Yeah, I thought you used to be able to actually look at their character sheet, but I'm not seeing that now. Let's check a Republic player. Oh yeah, because I'm Republic. Jeez, what was I thinking? Okay, there we go. So we can inspect the player. Look at their guild. There we go. So you get their guild information. Anything else we can do? We're not going to duel. I can invite them to my stronghold. Ignore, add to friends list, achievements. Alright, what do we have? I'm starting to get a few people out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Player 8 just drove away. Hopefully they're not leaving. We're right on the edge of being able to do this. Get a couple more that shows up, and I think this is a doable fight. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Feels like it's right on that edge, though. That we're ready to go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we're back to 7. Oh, there's number 8. All right. We'll meditate. That'll bring people in. No? Alright, let's try introspection. See if this gets the people to show up. Somebody was launching fireworks. What else do I have? Could guard somebody. Not sure that's going to do us any good. Oh, can we look at snowblind through our binoculars? We can, but we can't zoom in on them. We can zoom in on that. That's probably going to say something like world boss or something. Profit notes, GSI survey probe data indicates that something of value may be buried in this area. GSI seeker droids are an excellent choice for even the toughest excavations. Alright, I think somebody just got brave. Nope. Well, it says that it's in this area, but we're not in a seeker droid. Notice how this is grayed out, so we can't actually use it. Oh, somebody did start attacking. Oh, is that a bit of a... Bit of an exploity thing. Haha. Blew him off the... So if you're ranged, maybe you can just stand up there and fight him. Oh, there, that'll teach you. Alright, let's go ahead and join in. I'll be careful here, though, because I am a tank. I don't want to pull aggro, because I don't have a healer. Well, let's assume this fight's going to happen. So we'll actually go ahead and drop our heroic moment. That'll get us some periodic healing going in every 3 seconds. That person's about to die. Oh, now I have aggro. Alright, the nice part is because of the way this is, we can actually revive. Hopefully. Get ourselves back to health here. I think I did is we lost our heroic moment. Don't go too far away. Yeah, this group definitely not quite as good. I think we'll still pull this off. These people are just standing in front of him. We don't have any one tank that's holding there. If I had a healer, I wouldn't be afraid. Yeah, he's jumping from target to target. No one's taunting or holding aggro. Oh yeah, we're building up these stacks. That's gonna probably kill us. Frostbite, frozen. Alright. That didn't go well. But we got through it. A little messy. Little messy, but completed. Well, we got all 4 world boss runs in. Some a little more successful than others. Only 1 death in that. Not too bad. Alright, so we'll go turn these in. Then I think we'll grab Zaximus. Because we've got a couple of Galactic Seasons things we can knock out on him. We'll run some dailies, get those done. Not that we need to make conquests. I've made conquests on both guilds just because of the feast. I spawned in pretty quick. Better than normal. Do that, do that. Alright, what do we have for currency? Alright, 8,000. Let's go ahead and we'll grab some more decorations. Okay, so we have 1. Got that one, got that one. Down to that one. So there's a couple of things we can start to look at. We've got these emotes that we can actually put in our collections. Alright, there's where we still need to get those. We also have the snowball cannon. Unfortunately, that's one that I think you have to unlock on every, not snowball cannon, sorry, food cannon. But I think you have to unlock that on every character. There it is. Yeah, it's not, it doesn't look to be collections bound, so. Okay, let's go ahead and stay on our track of getting all the decorations first. So we're down to that one. Alright, so there's a 0. Grab that one and that one. One of each of the chefs. That might be it. Yep. Feast, feast. We can get these cheaper things. Can we get both of those? If I can't get both of them, I'm just gonna wait. Nah, we're gonna get one. Alright, let's call it good there. Alright, so these should be, let's get that out of the way. Yeah, so a feast attendee, and a female chef, and a male chef. There we go. And again, same thing, I'm just going to park him here so that if I want to do some of the Cantina hard mode things later off stream to keep cranking out that achievement, I can do that. Alright, so let's start seeing what we have for Galactic season. So I know there is fight enemies with a healer, fight enemies with DPS, the exploding crates thing, affect enemies with a environmental thing. Okay. So we got bounty contracts. Gotta do one on Voss. 100 enemies with a heal companion. 100 enemies with a damage companion. 15 enemies with destructible objects. Those are the ones I've marked. We could do heroic space battles. They're kind of tough, so if anybody wants to see that, let me know. That's an operation, so we're probably not going to do that. These aren't horrible. We could go do that. I'm probably not going to PvP. And there's probably groups doing these as well. Cartel Warbot on Quesh and Nar Shaddaa. So those are probably taking place. They are worth 12. Let's go take a peek. Like I said, if there is a group forming up, we'll join. If not, we'll go to Coruscant and do the heroics there, because I can knock a lot of those, 3 of those achievements out, or Galactic Seasons out on Coruscant. The 100 defeat enemies, you can just go to a starter planet and farm that in a few minutes. It's not that hard. Alright, let's see how good my memory is. It's either here or here. Network access. I think it's... don't think it's Shadowtown. Can't remember. Think it's here. We shall see. It's been a while since I've done this world boss as well. Let's see. Yeah, he's up here. Okay, so where are we? Pop down there. I think that'll get us there. Cruising. It's kind of nice. You can... are we inside or outside? You know, it's like... this is a weird environment. We can't see sky. There are ceilings. Yet we're allowed to drive our car through this stuff. Can we see sky from here? Nope. But we're allowed to drive our car with fire shooting out of its pipes through the area. Makes sense. Alright, so he should be up in this corner here. I'm not sure what that person was thinking. I mean, that was optimistic, I guess. A couple of Imperial players, but don't really see what looks to be a group forming up here. I think on these, they're not near as... there's not near as many people doing this. So it would be one of those that you probably have to find a group forming up. Alright. We're not waiting for that. Let's go ahead and we'll do Coruscant. We're going to try to do an entire heroic with one fight. Let's see if we can do it. Technically 2 fights. We clear the entrance and then we go in. Do the rest. Alright, so this first heroic, and again, these are in instances, which definitely helps. Let me clear off. There we go. Let's put you in heal mode. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to fight this first room here. Okay, so now our goal is to, we're going to try to drag everybody over to this tank because we don't have to get 15. But I think I can get the whole instance here. Alright, so I'm going to send my companion off to fight those guys. We'll pull aggro there, we'll pull aggro there. We'll pull aggro on these guys. And we'll pull aggro here. Pull aggro there. And then hopefully our companion doesn't die. There we go. Let's get you fighting. I'm gonna pull aggro on everything. Alright, let's see if we can pull this off. So see the blue numbers, those are coming from the tank. We knocked out the 15 almost immediately. Now we're down to just the 2 champions. Should be fine. Alright, so wouldn't try that on anything but probably a tank. That's a lot of incoming damage. And might not even be the fastest way to do this, but it's fun, right? Get to do something weird. There we go. So if we look here, we did 25 enemies there, and it should have given us 6 towards here. So 31 enemies. We killed what, the 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 6 at the beginning. So 25 enemies all in one fight. All right, so now let's take a look. That's damage. So let's put our companion on damage until we knock that out, and then we'll switch over to heals. Alright, Gunthor's shop. So this one has a bonus mission. I think it's 20 enemies. Yep. Which is about what we need for our DPS. So we'll clear this, knock out that conquest objective, and then, well, we don't necessarily need our companion on healing. We do to get the conquest done. So. Oh, I knocked him out of the circle. $12 down. This is one of those that you don't have to do the bonus missions. They give you a little bit of conquest. But this one, it's almost hard not to get the bonus. You have to fight almost all these guys anyway, unless you're stealth, just to get through the area to get to the things you need. So really the only one you don't have to fight is that walking one. Like the ones we got through the entrance you have to fight. These guys you have to fight because you have to click on the thing. And then the 3 up here you have to fight. So that gets you to 19. just because you have to get them to get through the area. So get that one Roman guy. Good try. Try to get away from me. Alright, so that should be our damage version. Yep. Alright, so let's switch back over to heals, because we need 53 of those. Which I don't know if we'll get all 53 here, but we'll run like CZ. See how close we are to conquest as well.
Fantastic. Now, I get a lawyer, embarrass the
Yeah,
Senate
we're
if I
probably
have
gonna
to,
need
and Gonthor Industries will be back
at
up
least
in
one
no
more
time.
area to make conquest on this character. So that'll give us plenty. The bonus mission on this one you can complete inside of here. You can also fight things outside of the area, which are easier. Those are normal difficulty. So if you were like stealth and wanted to do this quicker, just fight the normals outside the instance, stealth through here, fight the boss, and you're done. But even fighting the guys inside of here is not horrible now. We're kind of in slow mode here. I'm a tank, so I'm not doing the top DPS. And then I've got my companion in heals. So they're not doing DPS either. So we're kind of slow grinding this. We're all but invulnerable. You know, as a tank on these heroics with a healer, we're not going to die. But the exchange for that is things go slower. Everything's a trade-off. But we're getting to it okay. None of this is too hard. Normally I'd run into DPS. Even if I am DPS, I'll just run into a DPS through these. The things don't do enough damage to have much of a worry. Your mileage may vary. Yeah, our health is barely moving.
I don't care why you did this, but I'm glad it's done. I owe you one. So take these
Yes,
credits.
you do.
The Republic honors its debts.
9,000 tech fragments. Alright, same thing here. There is a bonus mission. If you would like to do it. And we probably will. One of those that you might as well. You're here anyway. It's only 15. Like, we have everything we need to go to the next part of the mission, but we need the kill count for both the planetary and for our heals. So let's go ahead and keep doing it. Up to 67. Alright, so we've hit the planetary total. Got the bonus mission done. So now all we have left is the conquest one. We'll get a few more in here. I think upwards of 20. Let's count. We got 2, 4. Blowing myself up. See, there's 2 more around the corner here, so that's 6. And we'll grab this room of peoples. 7, 8, 9, 10. There's one more after that. So we have 11. Yep, again, 17 more. Get up on the railing. There we go. Oh, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, yep, 21. How did you live through that whole fight? Sneaky, sneaky little guy.
Thanks for this. Closing that clinic's a big win for Republic security and for the people of Coruscant.
Happy to help, my friend. Alright, where's that put us at Conquest? 96. And we still need 7 guys there. Let's see. Let's just go and do... Let's go to Ord Mantell. We'll just farm ourselves some enemies. We'll get enough conquest and kill total there. I was going to do CZ, but I'll save that in case I want to run that. Because that's a lot more conquest than 7,000. It's like, I'd probably get us close to 30 to 40,000. And we don't need it to make conquest for the guild. We're at 1.2 million, so. Alright, so what we're going to do is come over here to the beach. Alright, we made conquest, so now what we're going to do is... Or sorry, got the conquest thing done. We'll go ahead and go back to DPS now, which means... I like on this planet, it doesn't really matter. Oh, somebody killed the group up here. Oh, something purple dropped down there. There we go. So the spawns respawn. What's the purple? Prosperity tokens. I didn't know they dropped in the wild. I haven't really played outside of just doing the event. I haven't really played the game much this week. That's kind of cool. I mean, it's only 4. It wasn't like I got a whole bunch, but... Alright, we'll clean up our loot here, but I don't think I'm going to bother with the second tier here. We made conquest. Yep. So we don't really need the 8,000. So, alright, let's go ahead and call that good. Somewhere I kept track of who... One of my bounty hunters has all of the bounties available. General, no, that's all just renowned stuff. Nothing there. Nope, nothing there. Where did I put it? Characters, maybe? Can't find it. I have a sheet somewhere here. Hey, Kyler, how you doing? Actually, I think there's 3. Nightbot's still active as well, although I turned most of his functionality off. Where did I put... There it is. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Mantodia has all the kingpins and all the henchmen. Okay. So yeah, I think Nightbot. Let's test here. I think he's still up and running. That should be Nightbot. And then that one should be DG. There we go. I don't know why I put it in there. Oh, it put it in there once for the command and probably a second time for the timer. I've got a timer one running. Right now, my Stream Elements bot, I think I've shut pretty much everything down on that one. I don't think it does anything. It does moderation, so I need to compare what Nightbot can do and what the Stream Elements bot can do, and probably consolidate down to just one. So DG is based off of StreamerBot. So StreamerBot's a software I'm running locally here. So technically DG is another YouTube account that I've created and attached to StreamerBot so it can post in my chat. So it's not a full-on bot. The bot's running locally, and then it uses a YouTube account for that. Nightbot's a web-based bot, and Stream Elements is a web-based bot. Nightbot can do quite a few things, right? It can do your moderation, all that kind of stuff. Stream Elements, I think, would attach to all of the... If I set up the tip jar, and it also is linked up to a lot of the alerts. Like I'm building out sub alerts and donation alerts that will pop up on screen. I think it's all linked into that. So I'm thinking, yeah, that's why for DG, yeah. So I'm thinking Nightbot I'll probably phase out unless I'm gonna dig through all the features. If he has a feature that I want to use, I'll keep him. But Right now, I still got all the moderation stuff on Nightbot, so he deletes links that people post, which I think are disabled anyway in YouTube. But occasionally I'll get that spammer account that will hit here and start posting a bunch of links to content that I don't want to have linked to. And Nightbot's pretty quick about cleaning that kind of stuff out. How are you doing today? Didn't know if I'd see you today. You've been pretty active in my streams all week, so... okay, we need to go grab ourselves a bounty hunter. Actually, let's check. Is that what we want to do? What did I promise in my title? I said Galactic Seasons, which we're working on. So we do have to do a bounty contract on Voss, which is pretty easy, but not Kingpin. Galactic Seasons, Bounties, Feast of Prosperity. Alright, so we've done Galactic Seasons and Feast of Prosperity, so yep, let's go bounty hunting. Let's go Imperial. Let's actually go get a bounty hunter to do our bounty hunting. That makes the most sense. Oh, nice. Are you dog sitting multiple houses? Let's see, Mantidea, we'll grab him. Oh, I do appreciate it. Yeah, if I can get... might do the first project or the last Starship stream this weekend. Thinking maybe tomorrow. I have to check with my family and see what things we have planned, or what things I need to do there. Alright, let's clean off you. We don't need you. And we don't need you. Okay, let's... I think this character's pretty light side driven. Yeah, he's light side. Not yet. Like the Feast of Prosperity, the reason I chose that to kind of start this experiment to see if I want to stream. I don't know if I'll keep streaming every day, but it was an event I hadn't done. And so I was probably going to do all that anyway. And so I'm like, well, if I'm going to go up and do those events every night to work on those achievements, I might as well stream it. You know, it's not any more effort to... I mean, I have to talk, I guess, a little bit more than I would if I was playing by myself, but... alright, do we want interrogation probes? Considered a dark side action. Considered a light side action. Nah, we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. I think those are a little more successful. Alright, so what we do is we come up here, we grab this event. That allows us to travel to Fleet right to the terminal we need to go. But yeah, so it is definitely one of those. And then as I start to pick up other games, my goal is, it's like, well, sometimes I don't have time to play other things. So if I'm streaming, it gives me a reason to play. So that's not always a bad thing either. Okay, so this terminal should have... Yep, all the ones we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think we'll just bounty hunt here for the next hour. 12:04. We'll see how many of these we can get through. Now we're going to do Voss first because that's the one we need for Galactic Seasons. So let's accept Voss.
Thank you for accepting a contract from
You're
the
welcome.
Bounty Brokers Association. Proceed to the planet specified in the contract to meet the client and gather the details of the bounty. Good hunting.
And we should... Yeah, there we go. Say Voss should exist in there. Yeah, it is one of those that... And again, it's not that I don't play other things, but it tends to drop on my priority list if I have other other things I need to do. We'll see. We'll see if the games I like to play are interesting to the games you all like to play. I'll admit I'm not as current as I used to be. All right, where do we need to go? Okay, so first thing we're going to do is clean this out. And clean that out. Because we'll use those to travel. Speak to Samazo. Alright, it's right down on the bridge that goes to the east side there. This one isn't too bad if I remember it. So, Republic spawns down here, Imperial spawns up here. It is a shared planet. Supposedly, you're supposed to behave yourself and be neutral. The Voss are not big fans of the Imperial and Republic people fighting each other. Yeah, but I do like to keep up on game mechanics, so... Oftentimes, I will admit, though, I play less and watch other people play more, just because it's quicker. Alright, so let's take a look at this one.
Samazo, you posted a bounty contract?
Yes. I have learned that off-worlders solve problems for credits.
That's me.
The exchange is our problem. Thieves and killers led by an off-worlder, Aaron Tolosa. Stop the exchange. I will pay.
Consider them corpses.
The Voss aren't defenseless. Couldn't your commandos deal with a few criminals like these?
Off-worlder problem, off-worlder solution.
I like
Take
that.
my data. Find the killers. End the exchange on Voss.
I like their eyes.
With the client's information, you should be able to find local miscreants who can provide more details. Please do not hesitate to question them aggressively.
Alright, so now we hunt up these shady characters. Yeah, it is one of those that... It does two things, though. There's actually an advantage to it. Like, playing yourself, you dig into the mechanics, and there's value in that. And I don't want to not play. On the flip side, what I do like about watching other people play is not only do you pick up on the mechanics of the game and what's going on in the game, but also different play styles. You know, I play a certain way personally. That's not right or wrong, right? It is just the way I play. You know, I know my biases. I know I'm a achievement explorer driven. I'm not a huge twitchy first-person shooter, you know, killer PvP person. I mean, I've done it, but it's not my favorite play style. And there's also certain games that I just don't play.
No one has to know.
So yeah, seeing other people's perspective, and also, you know, they're if you're watching a streamer, not just somebody who's just playing and not talking. Like I said, you kind of get that viewpoint that's different than your own, and there's value in that as well. So I think a mix is good. You know, it's good to actually watch other people. That was at 3 of 4.
I'm looking for information.
You helped me out the first time. You gonna help me out this time? No! So I do like watching other streamers or videos and such. Alright, where do we need to go? Across the way to the cantina. There's somebody else doing Voss bounty hunting. Yeah, I like I said, I think there's a lot of value in playing yourself. You figure stuff out. You probably figured out at a deeper level as well. Oops, sorry. Going the wrong direction. The other thing I will admit to is I'll watch other people play and it's like, why don't you just do this? Like almost a level of frustration of their like, oh, how did you miss this? And I'm sure other people say the same thing when they're watching me. It's like when I'm struggling with something or there's like, it's right there. You missed it. That is the advantage of live.
I love nothing more than
if you
to
get
see
people
that
who are
no-good
live,
taken down a peg,
can
but
actually
there's no
talk to
way
you
I'm
during
talking.
the play, but
What's the
I
problem?
often watch videos.
Any idea what happens to snitches around here? Don't know about you, but I kind of like not being dead.
What sort of life is that? When you never
I will
stand
admit
up
as
for your
well,
own
I like
convictions.
watching
Not much of one, I guess.
replays of
All right,
streams
point taken.
so they're not
I'll
live,
tell you what you
because then
wanna
I can
know.
watch things at double speed and get through content faster. There's very, very few YouTube things I don't watch at double
You
speed.
have all that you need. Neutralize the target.
All right, where do we need to go? Oh, nice. Nice close travel point. I do like that. So, again, if you're watching live, you have to watch at regular speed. I do sometimes feel bad about that. Watching things at double speed does impact the watch time for the creator. So if you watch an hour video at double speed, they get the analytics. They get you watch the whole thing, so it doesn't hurt them there. But they only get 30 minutes of watch time for that hour video. It's actual physical watch time. Theoretically, if you wanted to really, really help a creator on their watch time, you could watch at a slower speed. So if you watched an hour video at half speed, they would get 2 hours of watch time. That would be insane to do, but I suppose you could. I wouldn't expect anybody to do anything like that for me. So. And honestly, if you watch my whole video, I would be happy that you watched it at double speed. Because the retention's probably more important than the watch time.
I'm ready.
As far as the algorithm goes. You know, if everybody's watching your video all the way to the end, the algorithm likes that.
Notify the client of your success.
And if you want to get really technical, the other thing that helps the algorithm is if you watch somebody's video and you stay on YouTube and watch other things, the person, like if you watch my video and then go watch somebody else's, I get air quote bonus algorithm points because you stayed on the platform. I don't know how much of a difference it actually makes, but it is reported that that's part of the algorithm. Yeah, like I said, it's the data stat is how long did they actually watch. So, like I said, if you're watching the whole thing, it doesn't hurt.
You have one less exchange thug to worry about.
You have killed. So be it. Thank you. Take your
I keep
credits.
forgetting you can take them, you can carbon freeze people and take them in. I always just fight and kill them. Okay, so we're going to do the same trick here. Since I abandoned that mission, we'll just pick it back up. And it'll take us right to where we need to go. Yeah, I would never get upset if somebody's watching my stuff at double speed. So yeah, another funny bot thing. If you look at DG's little icon, I went back into some of my old logos. So that's that's probably version 2 or 3 of my icon. So that one's the newest version. That's one of my older ones. So that's what DG became. I think I'm iteration 4. And each of those 4 iterations probably have 3 or 4 different versions inside of them. So Yeah, it's back from some previous days. All right, one bounty down.
Brokers Association is quite impressed with the efficiency and skill displayed in your contract resolutions. Well done.
Let's see. So I have 4 folders in my brand images. So I got version 1 through 4 in my brand images. Let's see, which one is this one? All right, so my initial concept was this. It's busy. There's a lot going on there, but the initial concept was like the deconstruction of the letters, so they're all breaking up. I love hexes, so I've got all the hexes and stuff going on there. So that was the initial concept. That one, a lot less of the orange border, but pretty much all of these are just versions that have this destruction of the characters using a different font. This was, I think, my first logo that I built. So we've got, let's see, is there anything else in there? Yeah, then I've got a weird pattern within the color as well. I eliminated that at some point. That's not just a bad resolution. That's an actual, there's a texture going on there. So that's what I called Brand Images Iteration 1. Is that one any different? Yeah, so this one I cleaned up the pattern, took the pattern off. But you can see even there's like a drop outline. There's a whole bunch of just oddness to that one. So then iteration 2, I changed the font. Went away from that font, but still was very hex driven. And I don't think... Yeah, the only difference here is I changed the font on the logo as well. Did it... Yeah, everything else I think is the same on the logo. Iteration 3. So this is where I started to get rid of some of the busyness. So just the carbon fiber background. I did some crazy stuff here. Like I was playing around with, should I put lightning on it? I never really did anything with that. Yeah, it's my YouTube banner, I think. Yeah. So still had the hex at times, but I had both now. This was kind of the transition from the busy background to more of the let the letters stand out more, as opposed to that. There's a few different versions of logos here. This one is full framed, right? It still had the bottom, removed the little microphone, things like that. Is there any other different ones in here? Don't think so. This is where I started to get to this version, though. You can see there's some differences here. We've got the little insets there, but you know the eyes have now formed in, and whether it's like a Greek, you know, Sparta soldier helmet, whatever you want to call it, also very Mandalorian looking, right? It's kind of got a Star Wars feel to it, although it's not a direct copy. So I think that's pretty close. So that's all version 3. And then so version 4, I think it's just a cleanup of all that, right? One of the changes I did make is you'll notice this one still had the texture on the inside of the eyes. And in this version, I removed that. So now this is darker to set it apart from the background. Yeah, and again, the banner really hasn't changed a ton. So that's the that's the path. That's the iterations that I went through to get to where I am today. So yeah, so if you look, the DG logo is, I believe, let me look, which one did I use? I don't think it's this one. I don't think it's the original font. I think it is version 2. Yeah, I think it's this one. It's hard to tell in that little picture. Oh, no. He also has a top. So is it version 3? Where are you? Let's see. Version 2. Version 3. Huh. I've got it somewhere, but that version I must have tucked away somewhere else because I don't see it in my Oh, wait, I've got an archive folder. Maybe it's in there. Oh, holy cow. These are old. So that is a early version of some stuff I was working on. I don't even know if I ever used this as a live thing or not. This might have been before I launched the channel because I don't remember ever using some of these. What's this one say on it? Yeah, so these are really early. You'll even see the font I was using was based off of like what you would see in a construction site, like a stencil font and stuff like that. Wow, those are really old. Yeah, somewhere. I'm just not seeing it. Oh, wait, there's another archive. Is it that one? Nope. It's crazy how many. Let's see what's in this archive. Oh well, not a huge deal. But just iteration after iteration until I honed in. I haven't changed it now in a while. I've left it pretty much the same for the last 2 or 3 years, I think. Who just grunted? Yeah, so anyway, somewhere tucked away in here, I have that logo because obviously I uploaded it, and that's been within the last month. So I'm not sure. Yeah, there was a lot of hallelujah rays, I think is what George calls them, going on in that one. So yeah, somewhere tucked away in here, I've got that version, but I don't know where I got it. And also, you know, these are just images, so they're just on my hard drive. I also have the Photoshop files and all the layers to reconstruct all of this stuff. So if I ever needed to go back and make an old version, I actually could, because I don't delete that stuff out. What I will do sometimes is I will archive it all off into a PSD file so that I don't, because those files get so big with all that stuff in it. Yeah, I think that's a Georgism. I'm not going to claim credit for that one. So. Oh, never mind. We're not going to be doing a lot of bounty hunting. I'm glad we did Voss first, because I think you can only do one a day. I forgot about that for this event. So, okay, that's all right. If we want to do more, we can just change characters. But all right, well, let's see. Where are we on conquest for this character? Let's turn that on. let's go ahead and we'll just bang out some dailies here. Yeah, we're still good on time. So. You know, after the stream, I'm now going to dig through my archive and figure out where I pulled that image from. Because I don't think I made a new one. Holy cow, here's a whole directory full of just other images. All right, so here's how I started out. I just went and pulled a whole bunch of, and none of this is directly in my work, but I just pulled a whole bunch of images that had to do with construction. And again, I don't think any of this I actually ended up using. I think I built some early ones with some of these type of textures and stuff. I just didn't like it. So I never really went anywhere with it. But this is what I thought I wanted my stuff to look like. But it never actually ended up working out. So this is what I was thinking. But anything else in here that I maybe pulled? Yeah, different source reference material. I don't think any of these are anything I made. I think these are all just reference images I pulled down from the internet. Oh, there's something. These are similar, right? Kind of the headphones type of thing. So some inspiration from there. More construction-y stuff. Another headphone-y type thing. Oh, that is definitely one I made. That was one of my first tests. I think I built that in GIMP 2. Yeah, I played around with Biohazard for a while. That never ended up doing anything. Another headphone one. I don't know why I pulled that one. That's weird. That kind of has a little bit of the shape that I ended up going with. There's another one. You know, kind of that classic, almost Norse, really, if you think about it. So those are all source files. Those are all thumbnails. Anyway, so yeah, part of the evolution. All right, Droman Cause. So the name, I think I thought about the name for, honestly, probably 6 months, 7 months. I was playing around with different names, and I was trying to find something that invoked the idea of breaking down mechanics, right? That's what I like to do. I like to look at the game, break down how it works, break down the mechanics, stuff like that. And so I was just going through all kinds of just different names that meant stuff like that. And so the deconstruction was born out of that. You know, it's like breaking down but deconstructing the game mechanics. So that's where it came from. I don't recall if I had a whole bunch of other names that I went through, because once you come up with a name, then I spent weeks and weeks and weeks searching and looking for other things that are using it, right? Like, because I don't want to come up with a name and then start using it and realize that there's some other company that already has that name and is using it, and you know, I don't want to infringe on anything like that. So yeah, that was the process, and basically I just kind of kept going through, keeping lists of names and reordering them, reprioritizing which ones did I like the most, and just landed on that one. It's the one that stuck. I didn't want to do anything that was game name specific, because, you know, again, my original concept was just to look at game mechanics as a whole. It became more of an Old Republic channel afterwards, because that's all I've had time to really do. And Extra Life actually came afterwards as well. That wasn't part of the original plan. Although I wouldn't name the channel with anything with Extra Life in it. That wouldn't make any sense. So I think I'm gonna have to fight that guy. Nope, we got away with it. So yeah, that's the story. It's not much more complex than that. I think I actually found or landed on deconstruction pretty early. The only, I don't want to say regret, the only thing that I don't like about it is it's pretty long, right? The name itself has some length to it, which isn't always social media account friendly. You know, sometimes you'll get to a point where it's like my Twitter handle is Decon Gaming, because Deconstruction Gaming I think is too long for X or Twitter or whatever it's called these days. So I've had to make I don't want to say a compromise, but just little changes like that for some of my social media. Yep, yeah. So my X, that's what my X account is. I'm trying to think if any of the other ones are shortened like that. But usually I do that if, like I said, if there is a character limit. And it's close. I think X is like, it's like I'm 1 or 2 characters over. And if I remember right, just the word deconstruction without the gaming is taken, or it was already taken. And that's the other thing. When I was coming up with a name as well, I would go through all the different services, you know, and things, and I would see if names were already taken. So, because I didn't want a name where I had to do alternates. So I have deconstruction gaming or a close variant on a lot of different services. I need to probably go through them to make sure that they haven't been canceled, but here I went through. I made a Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Extra Life, Twitch, Reddit, whatever plus PLU.us, Innovative Q, Discord, Skype, About Me, Behance, DeviantArt, Disquus, whatever that is, Dribble, Elo, Etsy, Feedburner, Flickr, Foursquare, Get Satisfaction, GitHub, IFTTT, Kira, Last.fm, LiveJournal, Meetup, MySpace, Papply, Pinterest, Spotify, StumbleUpon, Tumblr, Vimeo, and WordPress. I actually am Deconstruction Gaming on all those places. Most of them just to hold the name. So, like I said, I probably should go through and log in and make sure I still have the name, because I made the accounts and never use them. So that was also part of the process, you know, make sure that the name was available. Honestly, I probably should at some point go and officially register it somewhere so that it's a little more protected, because I haven't done that. My giant YouTube empire of 1,000 subscribers. Which is the other reason I wanted to start streaming and putting more content up, is monetization is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours. What the heck was that? Oh, that's the world boss. Is he fighting the world boss by himself? The DVL boss? That's impressive if he's... I'm gonna die twice. Yeah, that was the idea. It was if I ever wanted to use them, but also so no one else would take the name. Like I said, there's a chance that some of those accounts aren't actually active anymore. If they have any kind of let's clean stuff up, I probably made a lot of those accounts. I don't know. When did I start? 5-6 years ago? Something like that. Alright, well, we'll get a light side token out of that. It was not a plan to fight a world boss. Got 2 deaths out of it. So yeah, I did try to do my best to be diligent in my planning. Like even the channel, I think I made like 6 months before I posted anything, maybe a year. Oh, what am I doing? I've already met the requirements for the bonus. Oh well. And it just sat there. Because once I decided that I wanted the names, I grabbed everything. But didn't actually put up any content. Well, this is not going well. It's gonna be close. Don't think I have enough defenses left. Nope. No, we don't want to go to the outpost. We're just going to wait that out. And I'll pay more attention to gaming as opposed to talking about my channel. Let's see. If we go to... So what's the first video I posted? Wow, some horrible sounds in the background. Date. Alright, so I put a trailer up on March 19th, 2018. When did I register the channel? Should say in here, I think. Alright, so I created the channel July 27th, 2017. And uploaded my first video March 19th, 2018. So about 9 months. I made the channel 9 months before I uploaded anything. Then I didn't put my first video up outside of trailers until April 2nd. So that's the channel history. Hey Alyssa, how you doing? Yeah, it's good to see you. I liked the post on the Phoenix Children's incentives that you guys were putting together. That was pretty cool. Post/email. Yeah, looking forward to game day. Trying to put together some more team members for our UAT team and getting them up and ready to go. Had 3 or 4 join here in the last week because I've just started really pushing for game day. A lot of them don't play all year, they just do the game day event. Our esports team is also going to do something for game day. At least that's the plan.
Everyone who matters knows the truth. And Grathan is already losing influence and followers.
Yeah, it was cool to see. But so yeah, I think the guy who runs my esports teams, I think he's going to stream for somewhere between 6 and 12 hours. But they're going to set up the room that they practice in and try to just get different people to come in and play pickup games and things like that. And then hopefully stream a good chunk of the day is our plan. So yeah, they're going to be involved. And then, yeah, just re-recruiting some of the people I've had on the team in past years, getting them up and running. And then I'll go 24 hours. I'm going to do midnight to midnight again. That's what I did last year. Who needs sleep? Yeah, it's been fun to see over the last 3 or 4 or 5 years. The top 10 is getting much more competitive now. Some of those guys are putting up some numbers these days. I'm having trouble keeping up. Yeah, we're talking about next year. I don't know if where it'll fall. Maybe this year we'll do an internal version of it, but putting together like a little internal tournament to incentivize people to come and play with our esports people. And then maybe next year opening that up to the external groups. But if nothing else, we'll hopefully get people excited for November 2nd. Yeah, it was, I think last year was the first I did 24. The years before that, I was doing 12. I did 10 to 10, I did 10 to midnight, so 12 to 14 for a couple of years. But last year I went midnight to midnight, the full deal. Worked in the morning on Friday, and then I crashed in the afternoon and slept and got up at like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and then went on a streaming marathon. I think Kyler, who's in the channel right now, he hung out with me for most of it last year, if I remember right. I think he did sleep, but yeah, I'm still trying to map out what I'm going to do, if I'm going to jump to a bunch of different games or play Old Republic the whole time. I haven't decided yet. Yeah, the reports I got from the people who watched me was I was still doing okay by the end, although I wasn't talking as much, which I hopefully is understandable. After going 24 hours. Yeah. Always appreciate the watch time. I think Ren a couple years ago, she was on our team and she did like all of Saturday, but she took sleep breaks, so she would like stream and then sleep for a few hours. So I think she did all of Saturday and half of Sunday. So overall she streamed I think over 24, but broke it up with some sleep breaks. Yeah, my goal, if things go well, let's see, what do I need? I need to hit I need to hit 2,768 this year. If I can get to 2,768, that'll put me at the 10,000 lifetime. So that's my goal for stream day. I'd like to hit 10,000 on stream. That would be awesome. We'll see how it goes. I'm trying to line up some bigger donors to hook me up on that day. Yeah, last year we did pretty well. I think, yeah, 3,200 last year. So 2,700 this year. If I can hit what I hit last year, we should make it. I'm really hoping. Yeah, you can see I got my Extra Life medals. They're all up there. Let's see. Let's go to camera. Where's it at? There we go. So there's my Extra Life stuff that I have. So that's the Phoenix Children stuff that you guys gave me. I can't point. There's the other one. There we go. That's Darth Malgus. So I like to keep it up there. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Actually, I think I had that one straight before. Yeah, that one's pretty proud. It's one of those that you sometimes don't think about it as like the $5 donation here, the 25 here, but when it all adds up and gets to be that big, it feels pretty good. Yeah, I put that stuff up there. I get more comments like when I'm doing Zoom or Teams calls with especially external people. They're always commenting on something that I've got up there on the shelf. So I figure it's like, well, if I'm going to do those calls anyway, throw the Extra Life stuff up there and maybe they'll ask about it. I got the rug from last year, but it's just sitting on a shelf over here. I don't know where to put it. I like it. It's really cool, but I don't want to put it on the floor and walk on it, right? So I haven't decided if I'm going to try to somehow mount that on a wall somewhere or... Because it's really awesome. But I don't want to use it as a rug. That feels wrong. Yeah, that makes the most sense. That's what I was thinking about trying to do.
As promised.
It's just, yeah, somehow get it mounted up on a wall somewhere. I liked the keyboard. The keyboard's a good size. And the mouse mat, like, I put the mouse mat in the background as well for the same reason. Like, it's really cool, but I don't want to use it as a mouse mat because I'll wear it out, right? Like, it's gonna take wear and tear if I'm using it for its intended purpose. And assuming I get my butt busy and hit the 2,000 mark, the controller will be the same. I'll probably never use it. I'll just stick it on the shelf back there, which is okay. Yeah, I gotta figure out what wall to put it on. My back wall behind me is all sound tiles, so I could put it over top of that. It probably wouldn't affect too much. Almost everything else in here is all shelving, so I'm not sure where I'm gonna stick it. Yeah, absolutely. I like to keep that stuff a little nicer. So you just out jumping into channels today? Oh, did I post mine? Did I finally post? I think I did. I always forget to post up in the Discord that I'm streaming. I might have got to it today. I can't remember. Because I stream every Saturday. I always forget to put it up in the Phoenix server because it's like, well, you're all Extra Life people. You're not probably going to come and watch me. So. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't put it up there every week because it's like... It feels just like it's, I don't know, telling a whole bunch of people that know what's going on that I'm still streaming. Like, I check the server every day. I just don't post a lot. Oh, I appreciate you swinging by. You guys are doing some awesome stuff. Did I get? Oh. Yeah, I try to if I can catch Barbecue Bus and Random Arizona Dude. If I see that they're streaming, I'll often pop it on. If nothing else, just to give them some view time. Even if I don't have time to actively talk to them or anything like that. Yeah, we have quite a cool core little group of Phoenix people. Oh, right. Yeah, we got all the rooms. Yeah, we have them all. Yeah, I think I won one of Barbecue Bus's raffles at some point for one of the things he was doing. I'm trying to remember, what did he send me? I think it was like a GameStop card or something like that. Yeah, they're a good group of people for sure. All right, so if you know the Sith code, you can get through this. I just know it's this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one because I've done it so many times. But peace is a lie. There's only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The Force shall set me free. So it's a cool little puzzle if you don't know the order you're supposed to do them in. And I clicked it too fast. Probably just missed that last one. Nope. That one. Yep. You have to kind of wait like half a second to a second after each one, otherwise it doesn't register. Yeah, it's impressive how much stuff that he gets to raffle off or give away or things like that. Don't we have a group that's going to do... Isn't there like a board game thing going on here soon or something?
You have your reward.
Can't remember. I have to go back up and look. Okay, where are we at for Conquest? 72,000, so I'm glad we saved CZ. We probably need to go and get... No, I think we knocked out... Yeah, we got second level of that, so that's good. Alright, so we will... I think we'll go do CZ next. Yeah, I did... was it last year or the year before? We did some internal UAT incentives for the employees to get them to donate. Little giveaways. Cups and t-shirts and things. Alright, CZ-198. We get all of the... Yeah, it looks like we got all of the harvesting nodes done that we need to do. Oh, very cool. Alright, so let's see, we need 5 of these. 5 of these. What I like to do is grab those first 2, and we'll help our companion here fight. That'll give enough time for this one to respawn. There we go. Then this one will respawn. And then if nobody's taking it, we come back here, harvest that for credits. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. It's great to chat with you. Keep up the good work. Alright, so that got us 3. And then we'll come down here, same thing. I'll start with that. Help our companion. And then we need 5 of these. So while we're opening these up, that'll respawn. That'll give us our 5th. And then we'll come around the corner, set our companion loose on the droid. See if we can get 2 of these in. Oh, we got a droid spawn there, so. Take that guy out over there. Whew, taking some damage. Alright, we'll get the 5th one of these. And so now we're 5 and 5 for the 2 collectibles. Now, if you don't get those up here, they're spread out through this entire thing, and even down to the next area we're gonna go. But I need my 5th one of these, and then I get the 6th one of that. And I didn't wait long enough, so we have to click it again. Oh, that's gonna open up. Our 6th one of that one. See if we can keep our companion alive. Couldn't see the target. Alright. We'll just resurrect our companion there. And then again we'll collect more of these nodes, because they're free credits. Alright. Down, I think down to the next level. Maybe up. I'm not sure. Feels down. Since we landed on a platform that your ships would land on, and this isn't open, I don't think, to the sky. Yeah. This feels like it would be down. Alright, so you'll notice that there are, let's see if I can see any of them. Yeah, you got those. But yeah, they're scattered all about the level here. So no worry if you don't get them in the first area. There are plenty. And they respawn pretty fast. As does the boss, right? The boss just died. Probably by the time we get done fighting this group here, they'll be respawned. There we go. Right, let's go ahead and heal up though, just to make sure. We would have probably been okay, because that heal shield would have healed me up, but No point going into a boss fight hurt. Alright, that one's done. Let's see, where are we at here? Let's pop that open. So that means we are 8 of 50. We want to get that number up to 17 will work. 20 is completely safe. 19 is probably completely safe. Because the next area we're going to go to has enough enemies in it, and it's an instance that you're going to stack up the defeat enemies number. So as long as we go down into the is it a sewer? What's it called? Disposal area. With at least 17 of 50, you should be fine. On occasion, I have found that if you are at 17, you'll come up one short sometimes. Like one of the kills doesn't register in the final fight. Because in the final fight, you have the main boss, and he has 2 ads that will come in. You only have to kill one of the ads. Sometimes it seems like you don't get credit for both. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Well, actually, we're well above what we need now. So as long as you drive that number to 20, you'll actually knock it out before you even have to fight the final boss. That's not the right speeder. Oh, no. Alright, so in here we're going to find... Like, we have to basically fight these 2 spawns. You have to fight that spawn. And you have to fight at least 1 spawn in that billet room. You might be able to get away with leaving 2 of them, but it really doesn't take any more time and they die easy. I like to turn my companion loose on this group while I come over here and click on the little node to unlock the next section. And he hasn't killed him. There we go. If you're running this with a group, you send one person over here, so they're just standing here waiting for this to activate once you click on that other one. And you can get through this pretty quick. Alright, so again, there's a spawn here we're going to have to fight because we need to click on that. So what I do is just grab those 2 groups and bring them to us. And there we go. So as long as you're at 20, that will finish the thing. You don't need these guys. So you'll see now, see how it spawned 2? You got 1 over there and 1 over here. When you kill 1, they both die. But for some reason, sometimes you don't get credit for the one you didn't fight. Suppose if you shot both of them, maybe you would. I'm not sure. Never experimented with that. Alright, there's Conquest. Wow, we're making great time today. It's only 1 o'clock. What do we have for currency? Holy cow, we're about to cap on currency for tech fragments. So 10.9. 2,500 there. 700 there. Alright, we might do a little bit of, we'll call it account maintenance. So first, let's clean up this dude's inventory. So these are all those nodes that I've collected. So that's 144, 171 credits, 216, 140, 143, 192, 205, 200. Oh, that one was 690, 185, 163. That one was 1,000, 900-ish, 200. 127, 204. So yeah, they're worth grabbing. Okay, let's see. That's all junk. Junk. Alright, we'll deconstruct that. We're going to keep that. Keep that. Keep that. Keep that. Keep that. Keep that. Rest of that is all junk. Oh, only one piece of gear. That's not a lot of gear. Yeah, I know, I'm close. Alright, let's sell some stuff off. What's our repair bill? 68,000. Look. Those 2 world boss kills did us in. Okay, let's stash some stuff. So stash all this, stash these, and then companion gifts. We're good to go. Alright, what are we at for conquest? Yeah, I'm a million imp side. I think pub side is even higher. So that 500,000 is 500 and that one. Those are all from just doing Feast of Prosperity. So, you know, those are my 2 characters. So you're looking at 890,000 on this side. Let's go check the pub side. And that's just in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4.5, 5 days. So you can hit some big conquests if you just do the event. Let's get Zax here. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we have some currency cleanup to do. Let's go ahead and turn these off. So I grabbed the weeklies on all my characters in case I do something for the event, I'll get credit for it. All right, let's head to fleet. Yeah, I have money. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to use our tech fragments to buy a legacy gear set. It's old gear sets from the Renown system, I believe, is where they're from. I've been slowly collecting them all over time because I didn't collect them when they were available. But there's a title attached to each one, and so I'm just grabbing all of those. So we'll do that first. Did I turn my filters off? Don't remember doing that, but evidently I did. Are these ones the same as these ones? Do they link together? I wonder if I did that. I think I was doing that to look at something. Yep. There we go. Yeah, they're linked together. Okay. We want to go down there. So anyway, so each equipment set has a title attached to it. And technically an achievement, although I think they're worth 0 points at this point. I think they're essentially retired. So if we go in here, yep, retired achievements, equipment sets. So we have all but one for the trooper. That's one I have to craft, so I just haven't done it yet. I'm going to do all those last. That one, actually, we haven't done anything. We got one set for the smuggler. Jedi Knight, we've got them all except that one, which, again, you have to craft. The general ones, I've got all of those. And I think that one and that one are both ones you have to craft. So we need the Shadow Purger. So you come over to this vendor right here. And we look for armor of the Shadow Purger. Okay, it's not in the top section. So here's the schematics. You buy these schematics and you can build the armor. So I'll do that eventually. Shadow Purger's armor box. So it's 1,000,000 credits and 10,000 tech fragments. So we're down to 920 tech fragments. Okay. So now when I open this, it's going to pop the achievement. So now I have that one, and then I'll get this one, and I'll be done with this set. And then I'll move on to the smuggler ones, work my way through those, then craft, and I'll have them all. Once I get them all, I will probably do a video or a stream where we go through them all. So this character can't wear this set of gear because it is class specific. So this is for the consulars and the, let's see if I can get, there we go, consulars and the inquisitors. Not too bad. I do like this, almost makes it look like you're an alien helmet. Okay, so I took care of that currency. Yeah, I like the gear. Let's see, we can spend our 2,000 conquest accommodations. Let's do that. So conquest accommodations are nice if you are ramping up a new character. You can buy gear here. Once you hit level 80,
nice to see customers.
You can get your first set of 324 gear. Pretty cheap, actually. It's really not that much. I don't need this gear. I've got 340 gear on all my characters that I play. But in here, I actually can take...
Stand for justice.
Hold on.
Join the Republic Army. Recruiters are standing by.
There we go. So if I spend 2,000 of my conquest commendations, I can get 175 operation catalysts. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Well, I haven't gotten many this week. I've capped out 6,000 in a week when I play content, but I've just been doing the Feast of Prosperity. So once I get these up, I'm at 946 right now. What I'm slowly doing is buying 344 gear. I haven't decided. I need to do some more research. Like if I look at my character sheet here,
feel free to browse.
I've got the 344 earpiece and the 344 relics. But if I look at this generator compared to my 340 one, it shifts some stuff around. But I really need to look like, so accuracy versus alacrity. It's definitely higher. So it gives 640, but I need my accuracy to a certain level. I have an augment in my 340 piece, so the power would go up. I'd lose some critical because but again, so I have to do some mapping of this. But what I'm going to slowly do is just acquire out basically my gear sets over here. Move out of the way, Bessie. Alright, come over here. There you go. Don't stand in front of the vendor. So here's our operation gear. And so the next thing I think I'll probably grab. Let's look at the... I think the game just freaked out there a little bit. Okay. Let's look at the assault cannon. Yeah, see, it's critical. So you can see this version is a lot lower. Even the damage is less. So we're going to go ahead and purchase this. So it's 324. All right, so now I have that. And then we'll click over here to the upgrade. And it takes... Hold on, I've got this written down somewhere here. $815 to upgrade. What are we at right now? Now we're at 921, so we should be able to fully upgrade this, if my math is right. All right, so we've got our cannon here. It's a 324. That'll raise it to 326, 328. So you turn in the old one, and you get a new one. 330, 332. So now we're just blowing through all of our operation catalysts. Okay, what is it right now? 338? Okay, let's take it to 340. And then let's look. Okay, so at 340, the two damage stats are the same. 2136 to 3966. So that is probably already going to be an upgrade. But let's go ahead and go to 342 and 344. All right, so that if I use that, it'll raise my damage 63 minimum, 117 maximum. The thing I'm going to have to do, though,
Feel free to browse.
is in using these purple sets, you know, so like, let's get this out of the way. Like these two now that I have, I can put augments on them, but I can't change out the items. So I can't move my mouse cursor over, otherwise I'll lose my thing. But you notice their stats for the purple one are just set. They are what they are. On my gold over there, the barrel, the mod, the enhancements, I can take those in and out and put different things in. And by doing that, I actually can balance out my stats to what I want them to be. So if I do this, if I equip this gun, I'm going to lose 614 points of accuracy, but I'm going to gain critical. So what I'd have to do is go in here and find... So like here, this one, I've got critical augment in there. And then I also have accuracy on that one. Let's see here. My chest piece, I've got a critical enhancement. See, at 614. So I'd swap that out for an accuracy one, which I have up here, right? There's my accuracy enhancement, because you want your accuracy to be at a certain level, and that level is 10%. So you'll notice here I'm at 9.4. Because we haven't been doing any hard content, I didn't do this, but mastery, accuracy. Here we go. So you want this at 10%. So I'm at 10.15% the way I've got it balanced out. So I'm going to have to, if I'm going to go with these purples, I'm going to have to rebalance where my stats are. The other reason I have it this way is if I'm PvPing, I can swap out these 4 pieces of gear, right? I can swap out this because I have an accuracy thing here, my helmet, my gun, and my generator, and that takes all my accuracy away because you don't need accuracy in PvP. So by just swapping these 4 pieces, I can keep all the rest of my gear the same. So you wouldn't notice 1 point. You know, it's one of those that, yeah, it over time, you know, like if you're fighting big bosses, you know, those things will matter, you know, but yeah, the way I play, it's not going to make any difference. The other thing I have on this character is I have all of the datacrons, which also give me bonuses on all this stuff. So I don't theory craft this as much as I used to. Really, the only one I look at is make sure your accuracy is high enough.
Security notice. Increased pirate activity has been detected along the Hidean Way and
not
Perlemian
pirate activity.
hyperroutes. Traveling in convoys is strongly encouraged.
I wonder if that's Dantooine. So as long as this is above 10%, then it's a matter of balancing out how much critical do I want and how much alacrity do I want. Where's the alacrity? There's the alacrity. Because this speeds up your cooldowns. So let's say you had a 1.5 second cooldown. Like if I take here, this one, you notice the cooldown is 41.9 seconds. If I come in here, let's just ditch our armor. or at least most of it. That should be enough. Now if I go to this, it's 42.7. So 0.8 of a second faster because of my gear. That's probably a 45, I would guess, is where that actually starts. And so my natural just bonuses I have on a lot of my character stuff is getting me there. But so my alacrity and everything, so I call it 42, probably 3 seconds faster, I would guess. You guys can see what it did to my health by taking my gear off. So yeah, so it's a lot of balancing. Really, this kind of stuff matters mostly if you're doing the harder operation content. Like, this character is so overgeared for about 99% of the stuff that I do. So if swapping over to these purples, I'm probably not going to notice a difference. Technically, I would probably kill things a little bit faster. Like I said, just the damage output. But the other thing, and here's the other weird thing, this is when you're doing level 80 content. If I go and get level synced down on the planet, so like when we were fighting the world boss on Hoth, right? Hoth is a level, was it in the 40s somewhere? Come on. Yeah, 37 to 41. So we were probably level synced to level 41, which means because my gear is essentially towards the top, there's going to be a maximum damage. And actually, we'll do a little experiment here. Let's just go to Hoth. Okay, so if we look at our current weapon, the damage on this one is 2136. The damage on this one is 2199. 2136. I'll put these numbers down just so I don't forget them. 2199. This one is, what's the max? 3966. And this one is 4083. Okay. So our ranges are 2136 to 3966, 2199 to 4083. Let's make sure I have those right. 2136 to 3966 and 2199 to 4083. Okay. So now let's travel to Hoth. And my gut says that both of these guns will have the exact same damage. Because what's going to happen is it's going to cap us at level 41 stats so that we're not overpowered. And both of these are probably high enough that it's not going to make any difference. I might be wrong. It might be a scaled version difference, right? So let's do a little math here. Let's see, take this one minus this one. Okay, so yeah, we're 63 and 117 different. 63 on the low end, 117 on the max is the difference between the two guns. So we shall see. Okay. So now we are looking at $150 to $279 for that one. And that one still thinks it's big damage, so let's equip it. 150 to 279. Right, so once this gun level sinks down, now the stats stay up. So you'll still see a difference in the mastery and endurance. So I'll get a little more health, but all of that extra power, all that kind of stuff really doesn't make any difference because they're both going to cap out at 150 to 279 on damage. Armor rating wise, let's take a look here. Let's see, does this have an armor rating? as an armoring. No, it doesn't. And I don't have a purple piece of armor. So take like this piece of armor. It's 2073 armor. So let's go back to fleet and see if I think that is going to change. Maybe not. If it doesn't, then having the purple armor would make sense because you'd still gain. All right, we'll see. We'll see if this goes back up. So anyway, so when you level sync down, so again, when I'm running heroics and things like that, the stats aren't going to make that big of a difference there. Your health goes way down as well. All right, so what is our head armor now? 2073. Okay, so that appears to stay the same. So having purple armor that has higher armoring in it might help a little bit on the lower planets as well. So anyway, so what I'm going to have to do is, like, really, it's going to take me forever to collect a full set of gear because I still need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more pieces of armor. I don't have any of the armor in 344. So to get that many operations, because I don't run operations, that's going to be months before I have to worry about it. But I will have to probably rebalance out my gear to make that work. Okay, so what I do now is I'm going to take this armor and I'm going to put it in my bank box. Show you the behind the scenes stuff that I do usually off stream. And then I've got 4 different characters that are the correct class for the armor. So Gigawatt is the one that has all my Inquisitor consular armor. So let's go find Gigawatt. And then I've gotten his bank box essentially all the gear sets that I've unlocked so far. And I have that for 3 other characters as well. Bounty Hunter, Warrior, and Agent. Okay, so we need to get the gear. So now you'll see that they're lit up because this character can actually equip them. And then tucked away out here, I've got 5 there. That's one of the ones we're missing. Let me see. Which one did we just get? Jedi Consular. Let's see, we've got the Assault, Death Knell, Murderous, Saber Master. Yeah, Shadow Purger. That's the one we just got. Alright, so it goes in slot 9. Yep. Yep, this is my collection of all of those gear sets. So again, that slot is one of the crafted ones. Needs to go in there. There we go. Any piece of armor you want. That's quite a helmet. I like the helmet and I like the effect. If you could dye this blue, let's check that. Can you dye that blue? Because I don't like it with the red. The red doesn't make sense to me. Just want one light blue. There's white and blue. That's not horrible. What about blue and blue? And they don't match. Blue and orange. That's not doing anything for me. Blue and white. Yeah, see, that blue and that blue just don't match We need kind of this pale blue. Yeah, it's closer. Pearlescent blue. Oh, what does that do? Yeah, it doesn't do much for me. No, don't buy it. I don't have 110 million anyway. Yeah, I'm not seeing a blue that I like that matches the... Could go with something like that where it's gray. Yeah, I don't like the red. That's not bad. What did we find at the beginning? Nothing red. Black and blue, no. No, don't purchase. Yeah, I'm not finding anything that is really kicking off. That's probably the closest. Light blue and what do they call that? No, hyperspace light blue and deep blue. Which one's the main color? Okay, so yeah, this is the lighter blue is the hyperspace blue. Are there other hyperspace blue? Hyperspace blue. No, that's the only one. Like this one, just a hyperspace blue primary without the secondary dark blue could work. Anyway, so my critique of this is I like the blue effect, I just don't like it with the red. Yeah, so my two storage, so there's 3 different storage things here. This one is your personal, so this one is only accessible from this character. This one is my legacy, so every character on my account can access this one. Unfortunately, it's just there's so much stuff that you'd want to store. So in here I keep things like that's my XP set. These are all of my companion gifts that anybody can use. These are tacticals. So that's a whole set of Taiwanese column, Columai and Rakata gear, weapons, gear. I'm going to clean these out. I just need to add these to the outfitters to all my characters, and then I'm probably going to store these on a character. So what I do is, yeah, any of these tabs, all my characters can see. So I put stuff up here that I want them to all have access to, and then when I retire it out of here, it goes, I just put it on a character. And then technically, this one is a guild storage bank. There's nothing in here. Theoretically, I could put, if it's not bound to the character or my legacy, I could put stuff up here. You know, so for instance, like, you know, this is bound to legacy, right? So I can't put it in there. This is not bound, so I could store it in here. Since the guild is just me and my kids, I could use this as overflow storage that I could also access across all my characters. It's just I can't store everything. Like this I can't put in there because it's bound. That's bound to legacy. So none of this stuff I could store in there. But like this I could, right? So I don't use my guild storage all that much. So I wish they'd open up some more tabs. Like I think there's only 7 available. Now, one thing they did that made a huge difference is you have this materials inventory now. So if you look at how many things are in here, let's just open everything up here. You used to have to store all of this stuff if you were a crafter. There we go. All of these things you had to store somewhere, either in your local bank, if you just wanted to craft out of that, or if you wanted more than one of your characters to access it, you put it in there. So you would just fill your inventory up with all of this storage. So this is nice. What I would love to see personally would be something like this for gear, right? Like a gear thing, gear storage type of thing. I think that would be cool. The other thing that you can do, like this gear, let's open that back up. So this gear, unfortunately, doesn't go into your collections. So you'll notice that it doesn't say, in collections, where that one doesn't either. So I don't think I have any right now. But like if I go into my collection storage and let's just show collected. So like this piece of armor right here, right? I can just claim a copy of that armor. Didn't cost me anything. I can't sell it. If I try to sell that gear to a vendor, it's just going to tell me I can't. Right? That would be a huge exploit. So this set of gear, though, I don't have to store in my storage because I can just go get it out of collections because it's unlocked there. So we're just going to go ahead and destroy that gear. So I wish they do that with all the gear. Something like that where, like, even I would pay for it. If you look at the way this works. So that gear I was able to claim. Let's go find some gear. Okay, so this piece of gear I can claim. This gear here, I don't have access to it, right? You cannot, you don't have permission to reclaim this item. Some character on my account has claimed this gear, but I can't claim it. But if I want to spend cartel coins, so for 240 cartel coins, I can make it so every character on my account can have access to that gear. So you'll notice some of those are unlocked, right? Like if it's a piece of gear that I've used on multiple characters, I've unlocked those. And they're not always 240. Some are cheaper. That one's only 60. I think I've seen them as low as 40. I can't remember. And then the other thing is they will sometimes do a sale on these unlocks for like half price. So you can unlock a whole bunch of them. So I wish they would do that with a lot of this gear. Now this gear is arguably very cosmetic. Let's get a piece that we can claim again. So I can put armorings in it. So yeah, I don't know. I think there's opportunity here to open that system up. All right, get rid of that. So I have character after character that just has things stored on them that I just don't have room to store all on in my legacy box. It's got a kind of a samurai. It's got that kind of blue thing going on. Did that gear have... I thought I saw like a blue or purple... There it is. Yeah, there's like a purple... Undying Protector. Or sorry, Unyielding Protector. Okay, let's take all that off. Oh, there it is. Okay. That's kind of cool. It's got like a visual, almost shielding effect on it. That's kind of cool. What's this one? I kind of like that. Blues are very popular for this gear. Yeah, that's alright. That helmet's kind of cool. That golden face mask. And this is old gear. This is stuff that's been around for a long time. Yeah, that's the one we were just looking at. Not sure about that helmet, but... yeah, that was okay. A lot of the Consular Inquisitor gear have this kind of robe style. Yeah, it's not too bad. That's a little plain. Hey, one with pants. Oh, I'm digging that. So is that... yeah, that's the same gear. Oh, so you could mix and match your colors. Let's see. Let's go with purple hands, purple feet. No? Is it the legs that are purple? Okay, the legs are purple. That's kind of cool. Make the helmet red. Weird. Okay, and then this is the one we just got with the crazy helmet. A lot of blues in this gear. Alright, so that is a tour of how the storage system works in the Old Republic. I think we've covered most of today's goals. So let's take a recap. I mean, we could go back and see if there's any of these popping. We could also check... how much do we have to claim? Yeah, we have some stuff to claim, so let's do that. We'll go back to Zach's, because he's the one I collect all my stuff on. So we'll collect our Galactic Seasons rewards, see how far we are into that system. Take a look at any new pieces, open up any boxes or anything like that we get. I went and cleared off. We need to check our currencies. All right, so we're at 15 to 15 Galactic Seasons tokens, but we're okay there and we're okay there. Okay, if we run into that, we might have to go shopping. Okay, Galactic Seasons. So we've got a decoration, some gear, tech fragments. 16. Okay, we can't claim that. Claim that, claim that. Claim that and that. And we're safe there, safe there. Oh, we're not quite to our next... I don't know if I'm going to run this on any of the characters. I might. We're halfway there, so Sunday, Monday, I'll actually have that. So next week, we'll open that one up. I'm going to have to spend some of these tokens, though, because we're capped out, and I've got one back there to claim. All right, so where does that put us? We are at level 82. We're in good shape there. All right, what did we get? I guess you can just purchase that? That's weird. Alright, that's a decoration. That'll just go into storage. Okay, so that's gear. That's gear. So what do we have? We have a head. Oh, Vengeance Vendetta. That's something different. Superior Hunter, Superior Hunter, Superior Hunter. What are these? Superior Hunter. Okay, so it'd be head, chest, wrists, gloves, waist. Okay. That's just going to be weird. We'll open those, and we got one weapon. Alright, let's see what our decoration is. That is leather-clad personnel. Alright, we got 5 of them. We have a decoration pack, and oh, that should give some good stuff. Let's open the decoration first. Well, it's only one, but it is silver. Come on, give me something new. Give me something new. Corporate lobby rug. I'm going to say not new. Yeah, I have 24 of those. That's okay. This one should give us 4 things, I think. Yep, so we have a chance. Chance is something good here. Glowing eyes red. I'm going to say I have it. Yep, unlocked. Hover light weapon tuning. Maybe not on that one. Yeah, that's a new. Jawa junk is Jawa junk. Is it pitiless? Pitiless Raider Saber? There's a chance on no on that one. Okay, so yeah, 2 new items on that. We'll take that. Alright, so what do we get? Weapon tuning. Can I preview it? Hover light weapon tuning. Well, it doesn't do a whole lot on this gun. Whoa, something. Oh, there it is. Okay. So it puts a light up above your head. That could be kind of cool, actually, if you're especially in darker environments. I don't know how much light it puts out, but binds on equip. Okay, so I can grab that on this character. Because, all right, we'll grab that stack. Unlocked. Unlocked. I just need to sell that stuff. Sell that. All right, I'll grab that on a character that can actually use the lightsaber. Probably sell that. Probably sell that, and then we'll grab. All right, not too bad. I'll take it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but. All right, corporate lobby rug. You can never have too many rugs. So we have 6 more. So we have 30 rugs now. Not horrible. Alright, let's go ahead and jump up to fleet. And we'll see if there's anything for sale right now that I want off of the Galactic Seasons token vendor. If there's not, those cycle in and out. So we'll wait and buy something when there is something I want. But let's go look and see. Maybe that one thing I've been trying to get will be there. I don't have high hopes. Let's see. Galactic Seasons. Whee! So you have seasonal stuff and non-seasonal stuff. So if you don't unlock something, you can sometimes get it up here. There should be one of the mounts that wasn't showing up that will show up, but I don't know if it's available this week or not. Don't see it in here. Can't remember. I'll have to look to see if we get any of these titles, but we'll probably end up buying those titles. Let's see. I think some of these we're also going to get in the Galactic Seasons track. Yeah, so we don't want to buy those unless we would want more of them. Don't need the dies. Alright, so nothing there except maybe the titles. Let's look over here. We're looking for mounts. Alright, we have that one. You do not meet the requirements. I think that means I have it. Do not meet the requirements. Unlocked. So what was... Unyielding Armasar. Let's check that. Do I not have that on this character? Oh, it's only 80. Let's go ahead and unlock it. Oh, no, I already have it. So I don't know why it wasn't unlocked on this character. That's weird. Let's see. Do not meet the requirements. Yeah, I think I have all of these mounts. Looks like the mounts are going for 3 though. So what I'll probably do here, yeah, is keep an eye on this vendor, see if next week. Like I said, I think there was a mount that they were supposed to put up here that, but it's only on certain weeks. Then I'll do a check to see, do we get any of those titles? We haven't gotten them yet, I don't think. Or I've stored them and not used them, which is a possibility. Let's see, any titles? There's the Lothcat kitten. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll probably grab those titles because I don't see them here. Let's go through. I like the lightsaber sounds in the background. Oh, there was a title. Hunter. Is that one of them? The Hutt's Favorite, the Bounty Wrangler, and Bane of the Outer Rim. So no. Alright, well at least now I know what I'm looking for. So I've seen the icon. So that's a Stronghold title. Hunter is a title. Hive of Scum and Villainy, that is a Stronghold title. Carbonite Enthusiast, that's not one of these either. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. I'm going to double check a few things, make sure I don't have them, but probably grab these 3. So we have 15, so that's going to cost us 9. So that'll only leave us 6, but the mounts seem to be 3. And then we'll be as low on these as I've been in a long time, because I haven't bought anything for a while. But these are also they're collection, so you can buy them and actually then spread them out on my characters. That's probably my plan. I'll do that off stream because I don't trust that I don't have one tucked away somewhere. But that'll be how we solve that. It's not like I can just save that one and not claim it until I need it. So it's frustrating when they're in and there's a second reward there and you can't claim that reward because you can't hit it. So let's check. Somewhere I stashed away the rewards. I think I actually put them on one of my other characters so far. So yeah, I don't see anything there. Let's check for titles in here. Because if I had it, it should be on this first page here. Dreadseed, that's not Galactic Seasons. No, I think I'm going to be pretty safe. I think I'll grab those titles. That'll put me in a good spot. Alright. Well, that does kind of put us right around our normal ending time. So, As always, you can support the effort for Extra Life Phoenix Children's Hospital and the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals. You'll find a link in the description or the chat down below. And if you follow that link, it'll go to my personal profile and my donation page. You can click on, should be right up at the top, a big blue button that says donate. If you click on that donate button, it'll walk you through anything you need to do. You can do one time, you can do monthly, you can do all kinds of stuff up there. If you can't donate, that's fine as well. I know things are tight. Yeah, have a good day, Kyler. It's great to have you hang out with me. Share my link. That link is active 24/7, so you can donate, or anybody can donate whenever. They don't even have to ever have watched my stream. So, if you know people who like to give to good causes, pass my link along. And together you get the assist, I get the credit, and Phoenix Children's and the kids get the benefits. So always appreciate the support. Also appreciate the support on the channel. Like, share, subscribe, all of that kind of stuff. If there's content that you want to see, if you have questions about the game, questions about the Old Republic, questions about Star Wars, feel free to hit me up on social media and or put them in the comments down below. I'll either write up a response if it's something that is relatively easy to respond to in the comments, or I'll address it in the next stream. Now that we're streaming more often, that'll probably happen a little bit more as well. So with that being said, I'll leave you as I always do, in my belief that from a content standpoint, if you go watch, play, or create something great, you're either building, playing, or supporting others, and all of those are really good things. So have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I will see you maybe. I don't know if I'll stream tonight since I've already streamed today. Might pick up some Last Starship tomorrow. But worst case, we'll get back on our nightly streams on Monday. So probably over the weekend, but definitely next week. If you're interested in checking out the other streams, I've been trying to do those. I started last week, streaming a little bit more frequently, like every night. So feel free to reach or join those as well. Those are non-Extra Life streams. Those are just streaming for the fun of streaming. So, all right, everyone, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend, rest of your week, and I'll catch you later.